Hello one and all, and thank you for joining me for some more Datsun 521 stuff. Today we're going to be ripping apart all of the front independent suspension, getting ready for the solid axle swap. So as you can see here, I got my original Datsun H190 rear axle in here. I did the old axle lift over there. I was just kind of in here one day and I got to thinking about it, and I figured I might as well just go for it and weld these, and and then just like that, I was painting them. Girlfriend showed up, helped me paint, and got so excited when it was done painted. It looked so good. I had to put it in and, didn't film a thing. So, for shame. But here it is now. This is just the old redneck style axle lift. If you're looking at how to do something more complicated, like this whole front axle swap, you probably already know how to do this. Anyway, once we got all that in, went ahead and leveled the frame out. It's sitting on some jacks now. Now that the frame is level, get a load of this. All the way to the ground, not cheating. Boom. 21 inches, or just shy of 21 inches of ground clearance. That is bananas. So today my plan was to go ahead and take apart the front end. There's a lot over there that needs to be disassembled. Just get it all stripped down as much as I can without cutting and getting ready for the solid axle. But before I do that, I want to do something here. As you can see, we shortened this down to what would take 53 inches. Cut a whole foot off of this thing, and I made some bad welds there. It was junk, not good. So I said I was going to take this over to a friend's house. He's got a 220 welder, but for some added insurance, I also got some of these brackets. These are from Ballistic Fabrication, and what these do, they just go click right like that, and you weld them on. I don't really want to be doubting my friend's welding abilities. He does have a 220 welder, but I think he and I would both feel a lot better with a little bit more bracing there. So I'm going to do that when I can get a hold of him, and he's got some time to weld with for me. But for now, we got this side over here. This side is all stock. It's a Dana 44, so this is way overkill for a truck that might weigh 2,500 pounds when I'm done with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these little gussets or whatever, and I'm going to put them in, and I'm just going to weld these in on this side. I don't need anything on this side, but I think it'd look pretty goofy to have the bracing on one side and not the other side. So I'm just going to mess around with these with my 110 welder and just call it a bit of welding practice. Well, it's not too bad. You can see right here where it's like 1/4 inch plate to 1/4 inch plate. It actually welded pretty good, but once this 110 was asked to burn into that like 3/8 tube in this thick old axle, that it wasn't having it. But I'm pretty happy. Not too bad for practice. Let's see if the grinder can't fix it up. Something else I forgot. This has got to go. This old shock mount before we stick our new spring mounts on and everything like that, that's got to go. That's going to be in our way, so let's take care of that. More grinding. Went ahead and took all that shock mount on that axle, reduced it all to sparks, and now we can start on what I wanted to start on from the beginning, and that is taking all of this crap off that's got nothing to do with our solid axle swap. Gonna gonna leave the sway bar in for now. It'd be nice to have it, but pretty much everything else is going. And because I'm lazy, we're gonna see how few pieces I can do it in. One shock removed. I swear most of these like were 14 at some point, but now they're 15. So that's what this sway bar link is. And I just got these little ratcheting box wrenches, a little set of them. Oh man, are they great. Because I wouldn't have been able to get a normal ratchet on that. There you go. These two bolts are 14s. I don't know why I'm taking note of that, because I'm not going to use these ever again. There we go. That arm just came down. All right, these two are 17s. And it looks like they're so caked in whatever. They're just coming right out. Now there's something on the front of this torsion bar on either side. There and there. And then I wonder if it can't just... Front torsion bar piece, that's a 19. It's kind of wild. I'm doing like a solid axle swap, which is kind of an ambitious thing to do. And I don't even have an impact gun or compressed air in this shop for that matter. I had an impact, but it died. And you know, I got hand tools, plenty of time, so they're just not really getting replaced. So we're not getting anywhere with this. We're just bumping up against stuff one way or the other. You could probably take the torsion bars out underneath the thing, but I cannot be bothered. So we're gonna cut it. That's probably gonna save us a little bit of time. I think this will be way easier. Off we go. Well, damn, I think we might have just learned a lesson there. Because the torsion spring, even though I let it off as much as I could, was still under, you guessed it, torsion. Thankfully, I, one, had my safety glasses on, and two, didn't break the disc. Let's do something else on the other side. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do the other side as well. Nope, I guess not. Oh, it's filthy. Oh, am I gonna have to cut this anyway? Alright, that's coming off of the splines. Sweet. I know some Datsun person's probably like, no, I can't believe it. There we go, there's that out. There it is. That looks like money. Oh, we're getting there. Now it's just time to repeat on the other side. There we go. Beautiful.